guys, welcome to our next week of summer. So this week we're going to be talking about fairy tales from the Middle East. In case you guys did not know, the Middle East is a group of countries that kind of connect Africa, Asia, and Europe. A lot of the countries are in Northern Africa, some are in Europe, and a lot of them are in like Southwest Asia. These countries are like Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, all those. A lot of them are very deserty, and they have some really, really cool fairy tales for us to go over. So the first one, or the one that we're doing our craft over today, is based off of Aladdin and the Wonderful Lamp. If you guys have seen the Disney movie Aladdin, this is what that's based off of. So it was translated by Antoine Galland. And what's crazy is they actually don't know where this story came from. They're not sure if he made it up or what. It's really crazy. There's a lot of drama in the fairy tale world about where this story came from, but we're pretty sure it came from the Middle East. It's definitely set in the Middle East. So if you would like to read Aladdin and the Wonderful Lamp, it's available on Hoopla. So today we're going to be making our own wonderful lamps. So you're going to need a sheet of paper, this little strip here. You're going to need things to decorate your lamp with. You can have buttons or stickers or anything you want. I'm just going to stick with some crowns. You're also going to need, and a blue one. You're also going to need a pencil, a ruler, or any straight edge, and some glue. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of paper and we're going to fold it in half lengthwise. So, this actually. Okay, so you're going to fold it like a hot dog. Alright, next what we're going to do is draw a straight horizontal line 1 inch from the long edge of our paper. So here's our long edge. There we go. So we're going to take our handy dandy ruler and we're going to mark 1 inch. So make sure you line it up good. Go ahead and mark our 1 inch. Okay, next you're going to take your ruler and you're going to draw a very, very straight line. Okay. So if you don't have a ruler, this is more like a guideline. So it doesn't have to be perfect. If you want to, you don't even have to draw a line. It's just kind of to guide us so we have nice straight vertical lines. Okay, so next what you're going to do is you're going to take your ruler again and you're going to measure 1 inch from your short edge. Okay, so we're going to mark down here at the bottom. Let's do like this. Okay, so you're going to mark 1 inch intervals. So you got 1, 2, 3, and do this all the way until you reach the end. Okay, so this one has a little bit more math involved than our normal crafts, but I think that just makes it a little bit more interesting. So next what you're going to do is you're going to take your ruler and you're going to line it up and you're going to make nice straight lines to your horizontal line. So we're going to take these marks that we made, our 1 inch lines down here, and we're going to draw nice straight lines all the way up to this big long line, okay? So let's go ahead and let's make those straight lines. Again, this does not have to be perfect. So if you don't have a ruler, you can just kind of eyeball it. It doesn't, like I said, it's not too exact. Okay. Alright, so we have like 10 lines here, I think, so take your time with it. Alrighty, so we have our nice lines all the way up to our long line here. There you go. So next what we're going to do is we're going to take our handy dandy scissors and we're going to cut these vertical lines here, okay? So just give it a nice cut, get it as straight as you can. So what I really like about Aladdin, the movie, is it sticks pretty closely to the original book. So what happens in the book is his name's not Jafar in the original story, but Jafar in the Disney movies. He really, really wants this lamp so he can have the genie, right? Just like in the Disney movie. But he can't get it himself. He's already been told that he's not worthy. So he asks Aladdin to get it. It was like, hey, you can get whatever you want from there. If you go get the lamp for me. So he does. Then he sees the lamp and he's like, this is pretty cool. And it pretty much follows, the Disney movie pretty much follows what happens in the book, which I think is great. I love when that happens. So if you want to read it on Hoopla and like try to like spot the differences, I think that would be a really cool thing to do as a family. Alrighty, so we have lots of our nice strips here. Here we go. So now when we unfold it, we have all of these vertical lines here. Look at that. Alrighty, so what's going to happen is when we fold it, you're going to get these cool ends here. Isn't that nice? So now what we're going to do is, if you made a guideline, go ahead and erase it. Just so it gives it that nice, clean, we didn't measure anything look. Alrighty. Okay. Losing our crowns here. Okay, so now that we have our super cool paper strips, we are going to go ahead and decorate. So, like I said, I'm just going to use crowns, but if you guys have any buttons or googly eyes or glitter or anything you want to use, you can use that too. It does not matter. This is your lantern. You can make it however you want. But I'm just going to just use some crowns. Okay, let's see. So you want to make sure you have some room at your ends because we are going to be gluing this. So this is going to be, so I'm going to color this end piece, but I'm not going to color this end piece here because we're going to fold it and it's going to go under like that. So there's no point of coloring that one. It's just going to get covered with glue anyways. So make sure you leave one end strip plain. Okay. Okay, so this is going to take a while. This is probably going to be our longest process. So go ahead and give it a color. I will see you guys in a couple of minutes so I can finish my bad boy and you can see my end results. I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Alright guys, welcome back. So we have our colored paper lanterns now. Here's mine. I went through for a rainbow theme. I messed up the side a little bit, but that's okay because we'll just tack that under. So now that we have this, we are going to go ahead and we're going to color this strip. So this is going to be our handle. So what you're going to want to do is, just let me show you how it's going to end up looking real quick. Okay, so we're going to glue the ends inside here, like that, kind of. So what you're going to want to do is leave a little baby bit of space on the edges with no crowns, just so it'll glue a little bit easier. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a nice little mark on my ends so I know where to stop coloring. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to color mine. I'm going to keep on my rainbow theme, and we're just going to give it a nice little gradient. You guys can color it however you want. You can do different patterns and stuff. I would do like flowers or something like super cool like that. Or you can just do like some cool scribbles. You can write words on it. Again, it doesn't matter. This is your paper lantern, so if you want to do something with it, go ahead and do it. If not, totally fine. Okay, so we're just doing a nice gradient. Okay. So this isn't necessarily the lantern that is in Aladdin, especially if you're going off the movie, but it's okay because we're just doing whatever we want to. It's okay. We don't have to follow exactly what it looks like. Also, making a paper lantern, how they have it in the movie, looks very, very advanced, and we're just trying to have fun with it. We don't want to overburden ourselves with stuff like that, so we're just gonna do a nice, simple paper lantern. Okay. Alrighty, so here is my finished handle. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to, with my finger, blend the colors in a little bit. It's not working very well, so we're going to go ahead and take our eraser, just lightly go over and blend those colors. Again, we're going for a nice gradient, and if you don't do a gradient, totally fine. Okay. Alrighty. So here is our finished handle for our lantern. So now what we're going to do is we are going to assemble our lantern. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this bad boy and you're going to take your glue and glue one of your strips on the end. Don't glue any of the middle ones. So I'm going to glue my extra green strip. Just give him a nice amount of glue, lots and lots of glue. Go up to the tops. You don't want him falling apart on you, so make sure you're very liberal with the amount of glue you're using. Alrighty. So now that we have that nice and glued up, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it around just like this, and we're going to glue our two ends together. Okay, so make sure it covers it up nice and good, and press down to really bond those two ends together. Alrighty, so here is our lantern. It looks so good, guys. So you can squish him and you can see him bow out like that. That's super cool. If you can find a way to get him to stay like that, I think that would be awesome. I'm not exactly sure how, but I'm sure you can find a way. So next what we're going to do is we're going to take our cute lantern and we're going to attach our handle. So glue your two link ends. Put a nice amount of glue on there. Okay, and then you're going to glue it to your lantern. So just loop and go on the other side. There we go. Alrighty. So now we got that in there. Now we can hang him up. We can put him wherever we want to. We can carry him around, and he is done. This is our finished paper lantern. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate it. That is all for our craft video today. I do have some announcements for you. We are still doing the lunches through July. So those are from 12 to 1:30. Those are for children ages 0 through 18. So make sure you pick up your free lunch. We also have some super cool events coming up. So all these events are at 10:30 a.m. in the community park behind the library. So on Tuesdays we have morning math science. Wednesdays we have this craft here. So if you want to do it in person, you can. This is going to come out at the same time that we do this craft. So if you want to come to next week's, you can. Thursday we have story time, Friday baby bounce, and then this Saturday we're going to be having Denton County beekeepers come out. They're going to come and teach you all about bees, which I think is super cool, and a little bit about beekeeping. So make sure you come to that. If you can't make it or you don't feel comfortable, don't worry, we're going to live stream it to our Facebook. But other than that, that's all I have for you today, guys. Be safe out there. Be safe. Hopefully we will see you next week. Thank you so much for coming. Bye.